So right now we are continuing to get this weakness in the markets and the tech stocks that have been leading the way, such as Microsoft, Apple, Google, Facebook. Did I say Microsoft? You name it, right? We're starting to get a lot of weakness, a lot of rounding tops, a lot of rounding patterns, including the indices, the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq, and so on and so forth. So we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at Tesla today. We're going to be looking at Apple. We're going to be looking at all those other stocks as well too. And I just see there's, are we getting ready for a sharp drop to come? Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. So let's get straight into it. We're gonna, you guys, if you really like this, just say, this is amazing in the chat box below. Give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, do all that sort of stuff. And by the way, guys, if you really need some help understanding how to read the charts and trading systems, then grab the free trading course. It should be very first link in the description, or go to johnsfreegift.com. Grab the free trading course. You can start to learn. The very first video you learn, you're going to learn the bullseye method. It's more like a big picture foundations. Anyway, you're going to absolutely love it. So moving on to the Dow Jones. Look what I'm seeing here. Really interesting with the Dow Jones. We're starting to see, notice how we had this major high up here, or the last sort of, let's bring up the last 6 months, last 3 months. I'm going to bring this over just a bit more. Now notice this. Notice how, there we go there. Notice how we actually had this previous major high point up here. So notice how we had this right here, right there, okay? And you can see how we actually came up and rejected it. Now notice what's happening right now. Not only did we rally up here, came down, and rallied up and then came down. We're still developing. If you haven't seen the warning pattern, go back to yesterday's video and the day before. You'll be able to see that warning pattern, right? So we're still getting this, call it a bear flag, call it whatever you like, but it's a warning. It's more like a V top. You know how sometimes you get a V bottom where the market rallies down a lot and then you get the V rally out of it? Well, there's also such thing as a V topping pattern where the market rallies up strong and then we rally down, especially when we're starting to get here right now. So the warning signs are still all over the place. That's like, you know, that's like the crocodile, right? We're in the water and we're sitting down and the crocodile's waiting for the cows to come and drink. And the cows look across there and they go, you know what? Looks like there's a crocodile over there. There's a bit of a warning sign. There's a bit of a warning sign. But I don't know about that. You know. And some of the cows go, you know what? I'm not going over there. There's that warning sign. I'm not even going to try to attempt it. And then some of the other cows, they're like, you know what? It's all right. They're all right. Just go. That's like the buyers right now. Just keep buying the markets, right? Or either that's that, yeah. And then suddenly the cows come and bam. What happens is that the crocodile gets them, turns them around, spin, drag them in the water, drown them, and eat that cow's ass, right? That's the warning sign. We're still getting that warning sign now. A bit of a V-top. Is that a V-top? Now, we all know that even if we do get a pullback, the Fed's probably going to step in and start at least keep this market up, even when we do get a bit of a pullback. But on a short term, we can see at least a 50% retracement. So by looking at the Dow Jones right now, we can see we're holding here. If we just start to get a strong bar breakdown, okay, we're after a strong bar breakdown through here, then we're probably going to head down towards this major low. See how this is this major level through here. So we have this major level through here, major level through here. Notice that was the major low level. So if we do breakdown, we're probably going to head down. I would say there's a target through here around the 25,000 level. Nice round number to the 25,000 level. So if I go to the Sp500, we can also see that if I bring up my weekly charts, you'll notice once again my confluence of long-term resistance has been coming into play. So right now, let's actually have a look at what's going on here. Firstly, big move up. Let's take my good old Fibonacci off. And you notice how there's no major high point. It's slightly different to the Dow Jones. So we have to do our proper analysis here and we have to see what's really going on. Firstly, we can see that if I look at this, we notice that there's a really good support level happening all through there. I would say all through there. In fact, if I bring up my weekly charts and I bring up this major high point, you'll be able to see this is the major high point back here. Right there. So if I go to my daily charts now, you can see how this is hovering around this major high point. If I bring this down just a bit more, bam, right there, we can see that the market rallied up. Looking at the short term, let's bring up the last, say, 3 months again. And now we come down. Look at this here, moving down, moving down. My goodness, guys. This is a warning, warning, warning. Major topping pattern in the markets, right? Major topping pattern. Hey, that was cool. How did I do that? Oh, don't worry. You guys are probably saying, what the hell are you talking about, John? So we have this move down. Look at this here. Nice move. We get a bit of a droppy action. That's right, droppy action. Then if I go to my weekly charts, then we could possibly see a retracement down to, again, round numbers, because the market loves round numbers. It seems like that round number there, which is at 3,000 level, is probably where the S&P is probably going to get to. But we need some confirmation first. What is that confirmation? We need to see a breakdown. Now, for me to actually even look at this as a potential trade for me personally, the moving average is trending up, so I probably won't trade it because I hate to see the moving average trending up against me. But by looking at this pattern, as we see, if we do start to see a bit of a sharp, nice drop down with volume, then we're probably going to start to head down towards the 3,000 level. Moving on now through to the good old Nasdaq. And let me take that off the screen. You'll notice that we've had, on the short-term basis, we've had a nice support and resistance levels all through here. So we have once again, let's go all right, we have resistance back here, the resistance back here. Notice how we had support, and now it's support once, and then now we actually had a little bit of a bounce off today, a little bit gap down due to the futures market, and then now we're holding here. So if we do start to see a bit of a droppy action to the downside, where are we likely to go to? Well, on a short-term basis, on an absolute short-term basis, remember I said before, markets love round numbers. And again, guys, all this trend analysis stuff, how I'm reading the charts, V tops, V bottoms, reversals, and so on and so forth, I've got all that in the trading course. So make sure you grab that trading course. Free, by the way. Did I mention that? So nice round number. We can see that we have a nice round number around the 10,000 level. Now, the really interesting thing is if I go back to the weekly charts, and let me actually just take everything off the screen, we can see that this nice round number here, it's actually probably just below. So we have this previous high point, and now we've got this cluster of movement through here, and now the market's rallied up. So if indeed, let's go back to the weekly chart again. If indeed we start to get a drop down from here, we're probably on our way down to 10,000, maybe even just below it, which is this major level of support back here. And as you can see, that's major level there. So probably on a short-term basis, we can see it moving down. So let's go have a look at all these other markets through here. So let's look at Tesla, for example. Let's look at Tesla, see what Tesla's doing. Tesla's actually looking quite strong here, but we're starting to fail through here. You'll notice the last couple of times, guess what happened? We just kept going up. Bam, didn't we? Notice when we got the breakout, we kept going up. Bam. Look what's happening here now. We're running up, and it's starting to fail. So we haven't got a trend change yet, and we haven't even got a potential warning sign. Because notice the Dow Jones. What did the Dow Jones and the S&P and the Nasdaq? What are they doing? We rallied up, we rallied down, and then now we're just getting this sort of action right now. See how it's like more of a weaker move? We're not really going anywhere. That's weak, okay? Strong is when the market's moving up or down. Weak is when not much is going on. But look what happened with Tesla, right? We rallied up, and now we're actually going through here. So there's no good true topping pattern or anything like that on Tesla. But if we start to look at say Apple, Apple's doing what? Apple's starting to do the same thing. Notice here we had a very big strong rally up. Now we're rallying down. Notice his whole sideways movement through here. So due to the fact, if I bring up this chart here, or even my blank chart, you'll notice Apple is very, very, very high. So I would not be too surprised to see Apple. Actually, you know what? Apple's actually not looking that bad at all. We're just having a bit of a pullback. So we may continue off here, or we may not. But Apple is very high right now as well too. So we're starting to get a bit of a weakness here in the market. So we'll see what actually happens through there. But the major ones, such as say Microsoft, look what's happening with Microsoft. Very major topping pattern with Microsoft. Major topping pattern. It's screaming topping pattern. Warning, warning, topping pattern. Warning, warning, topping pattern. Warning, warning, topping pattern. Did my kickboxing this morning too. Feel great. feel really good. Bit tired, but really feel really great. Bam, bam! Right? Your boy Johnny getting into, and then I got a weight session, and then I got a 45-minute jog after that to finish off the day for my exercise for the day. Anyway, so we can see, look what's happening here. Nice little, look at here. Rally up, come back down, nice little sideways movement, and not much is going on right now. So we could be getting a rally, we could be getting ready for a movement to the downside out of this here. This is one big sort of, once again, round. It's a big massive topping pattern. We had a little pop up, a little pop down, and we're getting the same sort of as the markets there. If we look at Amazon as well too. Amazon. Amazon. We're seeing a bit of a weakness starting to come back into Amazon as well too. The moving average is doing what it's doing right now, but we're starting to get a bit of weakness in this here. We start to rally up sideways, bit of a push to the upside. And I actually had a short-term trade through here. I was telling my private clients, I'm like, oh, I don't know about this, guys. This is looking weak. And then now we actually got this big pullback through here. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we're starting to create a bit of a rounding top overall. And if you actually look at, if you look at the weekly charts, look what the weekly chart did. The weekly chart, you can see it very, very clear, right? Rallied up. We had a little sideways movement. We had one last hooray, which is breaking up the high, sucker rally, and then we're probably likely to start to do something like this overall on the weekly charts through there. Looking at Facebook as well too. Facebook's getting a much sharper drop than we've seen in the past as well too. What was the other one I was thinking about? What's the other one? Google as well too. Google is also getting a much sharper drop as well too. So we're getting this type of action, moving up, movement down. We're not getting the proper pattern like the Dow Jones and the S&P and so on and so forth. But that's what we're seeing through there in the markets today. Hey traders, John Howell here. Thanks for watching my video. For a limited time only, I am giving away free access to my brand new trading course. I've put all my most powerful systems, strategies, and trading techniques that I've learned over the last 15 years and put it in this course, and I'm giving it away for free for a limited time. See, in this brand new Go to the Markets by the Board trading course, and you can get it when you go to johnsfreegift.com, you're going to learn, firstly, you're going to get access to a brand new training course for 90 minutes, and you're going to learn all the details step by step to my #1 trading system with over a 90% success rate that works on any market and any time frame. You're also going to learn 3 powerful chart reading and trading techniques. You're also going to learn 2 more powerful trading systems, and also you're going to learn 7-figure trading secrets, mindset techniques, and so much more. There's top 13 mistakes you're going to learn, the 10K per month formula, and so much more. No, this is not a get rich quick scheme, but if you are struggling with your trading right now and you need help, then for a limited time, you can get free access to this. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now, or click on the very first thing in the description, because for a limited time, I'm giving away. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now and start getting access to this full complete trading course, plus also the free training with my #1 trading system with over 90% success rate. Go do that right now, and I'll see you on the next page.